The year 2008 was very hard for me. It was the year that my 3-year-old sister Phoebe passed away. She drowned in a freak accident at our neighborhood pool in August. When I got the news that she had died, I kept asking, why did this have to happen to me?
I was away with some girlfriends, and Matt was here with Luke, who was 6 at the time, and Mia was 5, and then Phoebe was 3.
Me and the kids had spent the day at the pool. We were actually getting ready to leave. And then the next thing I knew, people were yelling, get her out of the water. I turned and wasn't sure, I didn't know it was her. And then when I saw it was her, obviously just panic sets in.
I just remember looking around at all the kids and I'm like, I don't see Phoebe, my little sister.
Everyone was just telling us to stand back, and I don't know, she wasn't responding.
And we went to the hospital and she was pronounced dead when we got to the hospital.
There was a lot of, crying, just lots and lots of questions. How could this happen? What are we going to do now? How can we go on?
Ellie was born on May 9th, and her given name was Helen Louise Snow Stover. She had something called desquamative interstitial pneumonia, which is a lung disease, so she couldn't breathe, and then she failed to thrive. We went to Mayo Clinic, we went to Ann Arbor, we went back and forth to Sparrow Hospital, and she was tenacious in her will to live, but eventually, after 4 months in the peds ICU, she died.
Every parent has a sense that there is a need that needs to be addressed. Betsy had a sense of the right thing to do and what was needed early on. Our kids had their own issues, their own challenges. We had to properly focus on that as best as possible.
Their grief was different than ours, and they were grieving in pieces. More aggression, more sadness, more withdrawing, and we knew we needed to do something for them before Woody and I had some support.
Ellie's Place has been around for 25 years, and it started with humble beginnings here in Lansing with a handful of volunteers and a few families in the basement of a church. Since then, we've grown to 4 communities across the state: Grand Rapids, Lansing, Flint, and Ann Arbor. And we've supported, in that time, nearly 25,000 individuals.
I remember not really knowing what to expect. It was kind of cool to see that other people that had gone through the same thing, because at the time I didn't know anybody else that had experienced anything like we had.
After the first time, I thought this could be all right, and then I just wanted to go back every week just to talk about my feelings. You all pretty much have something in common, so it's easier to talk.
They would be so excited to go and to talk to the friends that they had met there that are also going through something very similar that they had gone through.
When a child goes to school, they can't talk about mom or dad dying. So we create that space for them to be able to do that. What happens in group stays in group. And we take that very seriously at Ellie's Place. By developing that code of safety, they build trust and feel comfortable in sharing whatever it might be.
Downtown Plymouth has a little walk of memory trees, and they do it every year. And we ask families and friends to write just something that they remember about Phoebe or they missed about Phoebe on little notes, and then we attach them to pictures and we hung them on the tree.
Again, we're all here on this earth for a reason, and certainly Ellie Stover was here to help other children. Without Ellie's death, Ellie's Place wouldn't be here.
It made me very proud of my mom and dad and, of the incredible legacy that an 11-month life has had on so many people.
Yeah.
But Ellie's Place is a journey to joy. For some, it's a really long walk.
This was a high school essay in his 10th grade composition class, and most of it was all about Ellie's Place and how much it meant to him that he was able to go there and still be okay after the death of this, beautiful little sister of his.
After going through this entire experience, I learned many things about myself. I learned that when it comes to death, I can really handle my emotions. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about Phoebe. She holds a special place in my heart. We all fought really hard to overcome the grief of losing Phoebe, and succeeded. All in all, death is very, very hard, but if you get help to overcome your grief, you can go on with the rest of your life.